vibration and frequency are slightly two different things. So when something vibrates, the frequency is how often it vibrates in a period of time. So in terms of vibration, your physical body is reacting to a spiritual phenomena. So that might be the presence of the Holy Spirit comes upon you and people begin to shake, or they begin to vibrate, or they might even feel hot. When something vibrates or you rub it against something else, friction causes heat. So if the presence of the Spirit begins to cause your body to react, it sometimes can feel like it's getting hot, or it can feel like there's a physical sensation that your body is reacting to something spiritual. And it can simply be that. It almost like this is a real phenomenon, whether you're going in the spirit, translating, or whether you're having a spiritual experience in terms of a vision or an encounter. Your physical body is part of that. It may not be physically going into another realm, but your consciousness is going into another realm. You're still connected to your body, and therefore your body may react, and that's perfectly normal. Some people bodies may be more sensitive than other people's bodies, so it may well be that you happen to be quite sensitive in the body to physical spiritual phenomena, you know. Now when you are engaging in a dynamic like that, I wouldn't be too concerned with trying to figure it out, because that could cause a distraction. Oh, why am I vibrating? What's going on? Just go with it. It's nothing bad. It's just a natural phenomena of the body reacting to spiritual things. And you have all sorts of things like that, like people get slain in the spirit, as people used to call it. Something physically touches their body in that they can't stand under the weight of God's presence, and their body sort of crumples because it just can't stand in that. And literally, physical phenomena like that happen. People shake, and some people shake quite violently. And that could be a sign of something going on in the sense of a wrestling. Sometimes there is a spiritual dynamic where God is setting someone free, and there's a resistance to that freedom, and people can shake as a result of that. But sometimes people just shake gently when they're resting in God's presence, and they just have that sort of sensation. Frequency is slightly different in that frequency is, let's say, a spiritual being. Let's say you engage an angel, and the angel has a vibrational frequency of its light form that makes it visible to us, to our natural eyes. Hence, the frequency of the vibration of that being is coming down into the range that we can perceive. It could be vibrating at a much higher frequency than our eyes have the ability to perceive, and we wouldn't be able to see it. But our spirit and our soul has the ability to perceive frequency at a much higher rate than our eyes. Now, we have frequencies of sound, and we have frequencies of light, and effectively they're all electromagnetic energy frequencies, but our eye tunes into different frequencies than our ear does. And the eye has a very limited spectrum that we call the visible spectrum, which we call the 7 colors of the rainbow, if you like. And so it's a visible spectrum, has particular wavelengths. Once you go either other end of those wavelengths and you get to infrared or ultraviolet, you can't see them with the natural eye, but they still exist as vibrating energy. You just can't perceive them with the eye, but you can have audible frequencies which are much higher, which you can perceive. And of course, animals like a dog can perceive an audible frequency way higher than our ears can detect. But also you can detect those frequencies as thoughts in your mind. So God can be speaking to you. It is a frequency which is not audible to the natural ears, but the brain can translate that vibrational energy and interpret it as a thought. So thoughts have frequencies. In fact, everything is vibrating at a frequency, no matter what it is, because everything really is energy, which has a particular frequency. Some can be felt, heard, seen, and others can't be seen naturally or felt naturally, but they can be spiritually. So our spiritual eyes, are the eyes of our heart, has the capacity of being able to engage frequencies that are higher or unable to be detected by our physical senses, but we can still see them, perceive them, experience them, whether God is speaking to us, thoughts in our mind, visions in our mind. Our imagination, the eyes of our heart, has the capacity to produce images that are operating. We have dreams in that realm. You can't see dreams with your natural eye, but when you're asleep, your actual soul can engage, your imagination can actually experience dreams. So they're all vibrational frequency patterns of energy that we learn to discern. If you enjoy these videos, would you please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe? It really does help. Thank you very much.